No one expected it. No teasers fully revealed it. But the moment Kim Taehyung and Jungkook stepped onto a Japanese stage, everything changed. What was supposed to be a simple TV appearance instantly turned into a global moment. And now, fans are asking one question. Did Taehyung just redefine BTS's visual and musical prestige in Japan again? On April 3, 2026, BTS made a highly anticipated appearance on a Japanese television special, Let Snowman Do It, broadcast by Tokyo Broadcasting System Television. The show itself was already popular, largely due to its association with Snowman. However, no one anticipated the scale of impact BTS, specifically Taehyung and Jungkook, would bring. Within minutes of their appearance, clips flooded social media platforms. Hashtags began trending not only in Japan but across South Korea, Southeast Asia, and even the United States. The reason? A first-ever live TV performance of a brand-new, unreleased song. The performance marked a significant milestone. It was the first time the new song was performed on Japanese television. From the opening note, fans noticed something different. The stage lighting was minimal. The arrangement leaned toward a smoother, more atmospheric sound. And at the center of it all, Taehyung's voice. His deep, warm tone opened the performance, instantly setting a mood that felt both intimate and cinematic. Jungkook followed with his signature clarity and power, creating a contrast that elevated the entire stage. This wasn't just a performance, it was storytelling. As clips circulated online, Korean netizens began reacting almost immediately. The word most frequently used? Daebak, meaning amazing, legendary, or mind-blowing. But what exactly triggered such a strong reaction? It wasn't just the vocals, it wasn't just the song, it was Taehyung's visual presence. Dressed in a sleek, understated outfit with a slightly vintage aesthetic, Taehyung embodied a style that fans have long associated with him. Effortless elegance mixed with artistic depth. Comments from Korean online communities included, "His aura is on another level. This is not idol-level visuals anymore. This is actor-level presence. He raises the prestige of every stage he steps on." This phenomenon, often referred to by fans as the Taehyung effect, once again proved its power. While Taehyung captured attention with his visual and tone, Jungkook's role was equally critical. Together, they created a balance that many fans described as perfect duality. Taehyung, deep, soulful, artistic; Jungkook, bright, emotional, technically precise. This contrast allowed the performance to feel dynamic without being overwhelming. Industry observers noted that this pairing could signal a strategic artistic direction, one where BTS experiments with smaller unit performances that highlight individual strengths. BTS has always had a strong presence in Japan. However, this performance felt different. Japan was not just a stop in their promotions, it was the stage chosen for a first reveal. Why does this matter? Because debuting a new song on Japanese television suggests a targeted push into the Japanese market, confidence in the song's universal appeal, a deliberate attempt to create a cross-cultural viral moment. And it worked. Within hours, Japanese fans began praising not only the song, but also Taehyung's charisma, with many new viewers expressing surprise at his stage dominance. One of the most discussed aspects of the performance was Taehyung's visual transformation. Fans noticed subtle but impactful details: a more mature styling direction, minimalist makeup emphasizing natural features, controlled, almost cinematic facial expressions. This led to widespread speculation. Is Taehyung transitioning into a more actor-like image? Given his past acting experience and artistic tendencies, many believe this could be intentional. Interestingly, the performance has reignited theories about a possible hidden track in BTS's latest album. Fans believe the song performed in Japan might not be part of the main tracklist, or could be an alternate version. Why Taehyung? Because the song's style strongly aligns with his known musical preferences: jazz-influenced tones, slow, emotional pacing, vintage sound textures. This has led to speculation that Taehyung may have played a major role in producing or shaping the track. Reactions between Korean and international fans showed an interesting pattern. Korean netizens focused heavily on visuals and prestige. He elevates the group's image. This feels high class. Global fans focused more on emotion and performance. This song feels personal. Their chemistry is insane. This dual reaction highlights Taehyung's unique position. He appeals both as a visual icon and an artistic musician. The performance has sparked broader discussions. Is BTS entering a new era? An era where music becomes more experimental, visual storytelling becomes more refined, individual artistry plays a bigger role. If so, Taehyung may be at the center of this shift. His influence, both musically and visually, appears stronger than ever. As of now, no official statement has confirmed the song title, its place in the album, whether it will be released globally. But one thing is certain. The April 3rd performance in Japan was not just another stage. It was a statement. A statement that BTS still knows how to surprise the world. Jungkook continues to prove his versatility, and Taehyung may be redefining what it means to be an idol in 2026. After the broadcast of Let Snowman Do It, one thing became immediately clear. The performance didn't end when the stage lights went off. It had only just begun. Fans around the world started dissecting every second of the song performed by Kim Taehyung and Jungkook. Audio clips were slowed down, enhanced, looped, and analyzed. Why? Because the song felt incomplete, not in a negative way, but in a deliberately mysterious way. Many listeners pointed out that the structure didn't follow a typical pop format. The intro felt longer than usual, the chorus didn't fully explode, and the ending faded in a way that suggested continuation. This led to one major theory. What if the version performed in Japan was only part of the full song? As theories grew, attention quickly returned to Taehyung. Fans who are familiar with his musical identity began noticing patterns that strongly resemble his previous works, especially his solo direction. Key elements included soft jazz-inspired chord progressions, subtle instrumental layering, emotional restraint rather than vocal overpowering. This is a style that Taehyung has consistently shown preference for, even outside of BTS. What made this performance different, however, was how dominant that style felt, even within a group setting. Some fans even argued, "This doesn't feel like a typical BTS song. This feels like Taehyung's world, and everyone is stepping into it." If true, this could signal something bigger than just a performance. It could mean that Taehyung is now playing a larger creative role in shaping BTS's sound. One of the most surprising aspects of the performance was what it didn't do. It didn't rely on heavy choreography, loud instrumentals, high-energy transitions. Instead, it embraced stillness. Taehyung, in particular, barely moved compared to typical idol performances, yet somehow he remained the focal point. How? Through eye contact with the camera, subtle facial expressions, controlled breathing, and vocal delivery. This kind of performance requires confidence and precision. It also aligns more closely with live jazz stages, intimate concert settings, cinematic storytelling, rather than mainstream K-pop stages. This is why many Korean netizens described the performance as high-class and prestige-like. While Taehyung set the tone, Jungkook elevated the emotional impact. Jungkook brought stability in vocal transitions, clarity in high notes, and a sense of familiarity for mainstream listeners. If Taehyung represented artistic depth, Jungkook represented accessibility. Together, they created a performance that could appeal to casual viewers, impress critics, satisfy longtime fans. This balance may explain why the stage resonated so widely across different audiences. Chapter 15, Viral Explosion, Numbers Don't Lie. What happened on that stage in Japan was more than just a performance, it was a shift. In just a few minutes, Kim Taehyung didn't need grand gestures or explosive choreography to command attention. He did it with presence, with silence, with a single look that turned into millions of rewinds across the internet. Alongside Jungkook, the stage became something rare, balanced, emotional, and unforgettable. And now the world is watching more closely than ever. Because this moment raises a bigger question, not about one performance, not about one song, but about what comes